I want to have financial freedom to be able to do the things that I want to do and care for people that I love.
I don't know the order of events. I don't know what's gonna happen.
In my shop, there are a lot of new openings coming up because of everyone that are retiring. They're looking for new people.
I want to be able to own land, be able to have an outdoors to come home to, instead of just being in a crowded area all the time. Hi, my name is Anita.
My name is Alex.
My name is Anthony.
My name is Alyssa.
I'm in 10th grade.
10th grade.
10th grade.
I'm in 10th grade and I'm in collision repair and refinishing.
I'm in graphics technology. I really love painting and just walking around my town and painting everything that I see.
I mostly chose electronics because I like knowing how things work. Think robotics, creating circuit boards, debugging circuit boards, coding, things like that.
One thing I definitely very much like is the ability to create my own circuits and put them together and see it just something I created work.
I chose this shop because I like the process of restoring cars. One time when my dad brought me to a car show when I was young and I saw other cars and I got really interested in that. One project I'd love to work on is like an old Hellburn or something like that because the process would be really fun to do.
I'd say so mostly because the future is always going to be changing.
My family's educations and their backgrounds went in very different places, so I've never really had an idea of where I'm going to go personally.
Yeah, it's always hard to know exactly what I want to do in life, especially since there's so many choices and there's so many possibilities. It can just be really stressful at times.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a lot easier to have like a straight path to know what to do, when to do it, and all that in the future.
I agree.
Disagree. The reason why I went into a trade school was mainly because I don't want to go to college, especially since of seeing all the stuff online. I'm definitely scared of a lot of debt, and even if I do get a scholarship, I don't want to be stuck in school. I know it wouldn't be forever, but I kind of want to just go right into the workforce, especially so I can support my family.
Yeah, and the reason I say disagree is because the school that we go to has already given us so many opportunities to have jobs, like with work-based learning, to work during school. And those opportunities are amazing for us to be able to have in high school. So I'd rather do that and get right into a job out of school.
I personally always planned on going to college because my father never had that option. He tells me that he wished that he did when he was younger.
I grew up the exact same way with family telling me how they didn't have the option, or working so that I would have the option. And also, I would like to get more specialized learning about my specific interests. I think trade school is a wonderful way for me to get like a leg up there.
I just want to open up my options a little more.
We upload new content here every week on Skills Jam, celebrating the skilled trades. Make sure to subscribe and click around for more right here on YouTube.
Agree.
Disagree.
Agree.
Agree.
Everyone around me has just said that there's no way that you can make money, but I think that that's what I enjoy, and when I apply it to skills that I want to learn in college, I think that I can, but there is the wavering fear in me that I won't be able to thrive financially.
In electronics, I feel like there's hundreds of different options, and a lot of those options can make 6 figures like decently easily if I just pick the correct path and I make sure I am putting in all of my effort.
I think if I'm smart with what I do for a job, I could be able to be completely financially successful.
In my shop, there are a lot of new openings coming up because of everyone that are retiring. They're looking for new people that are young and know what they're doing in the area. And I think it's a really good opportunity to get in a good spot and to work your way up somewhere.
Agree.
Agree.
Disagree. I feel like graphics is a very specific community, and I've always aligned myself with a certain set of skills and a certain set of personality traits that I think really just fit with what I'm trying to do. And when I go into graphics, I might not like everyone in the room, but I think, I know what they're about and they know what I'm about.
My worries, and I'm sure you can relate to this, is being one of the only girls in a very male-dominated field. I look around in my classroom and I see one other girl and full amount of boys. There's not much female representation at all. It's always strange to have to be the only one of a specific demographic in a huge area.
Because I never thought of that demographically.
In my shop, there are starting to be more females joining the industry, which I really like, but it is going to take a while for us to get fully accepted into it.
And of course, when you start working, there's a good chance that the workforce that you join is going to be very male dominated.
So I think the reason I said agree is more because of the fact that in electronics, a lot of people related to like, you have to be super smart and gain these new ideas super quickly, but I am very slow with gaining these new ideas because it's a lot to learn, especially in the electronics field. I'm still learning.
I don't know where I want to live. Don't even know what country I want to live in. But I do know that I want to be able to own land, be able to have an outdoors to come home to, instead of just being in a crowded area all the time.
I've always kind of imagined myself with this American dream they've been selling me since I was a kid, you know? House, white picket fence, something to come home to.
Definitely with the fact that like I want a family when I'm older. I'm gonna want a house, and it's definitely a huge goal to earn up the money to buy a house.
It's like a big milestone.
Agrees.
Agree.
Soft agree.
I agree, but it's not a requirement for me.
Yeah.
It's not my only goal, but I want to have financial freedom to be able to do the things that I want to do and care for people that I love.
I want to feel financially secure, but I don't need to have anything over the top. I'm okay with living like a more plain life as long as I'm not worried for myself.
It's not my number one priority, but I do want financial freedom.
Agree.
Agreed.
Agree. There's a lot of issues with what the American dream is now. It's a lot harder to obtain than it's probably had been before, but I do think that it can be obtained. I can get that white picket fence if I work hard for it.
Yeah. I think if that's really what you want, then the only one stopping you is you.
It is definitely harder and somewhat easier to get that American dream.
The American dream was changed.
Yeah, the American dream is very much changed, but it is still there, and I think it is still very fast. Disagree.
Disagreed, but also agree for some things.
I think life has changed a lot, and there's a lot of things that I have to worry about that my parents never really had to think about at all. And there's stuff that I couldn't even imagine going through that my parents have gone through at a
They had so many things so worse, and they had so many things so much better. It's hard to just solidly say agree or disagree.
100%, especially with the fact that internet is very prevalent. That is something very much in our generation that we have to constantly be worrying about. But it's definitely not easier or harder. It just has new challenges.
Yeah, and my parents did have very separate struggles, even in their own generation. I don't think that there's much comparing struggle to struggle.
Yeah.
They're just different.
Because it's just really different solutions that we need from what they would have had to know.
We have access to a lot more, but there's also a lot more danger with that.
Agree. Agreed.
I disagree because there's a lot of things I want to achieve in life. I don't know the order of events. I don't know what's gonna happen. There's so many different possibilities. It's like even if I were to think of a specific goal, I change my mind like with a single snap.
For my whole life, I was always changing just like that. I didn't have any clue what I wanted. But my father gave me a good amount of advice recently, how you don't start with picking exactly what you want to do, you pick what you don't want to do. And you keep narrowing it down, and you keep narrowing it down. And I found I definitely want to go into an engineering, but I also want to be able to do something that benefits people. I want to be able to expand technology, expands communication between people, help the world move in an easier pace to make at least a bit of a difference. I want to do that with engineering, with electronics.
I do know I want to go into my trade, but then again, I'm not sure what I have to do to get there. Like, there are certain things that I have to get certified in to work in certain like dealerships and stuff like that. And a lot of things could change in the future, like situations that I could be put in that could change how I think.
I was raised by people, by scholars. Everybody I know is educated, and we appreciated them. I was like taught to appreciate them, but I was not told in any way to like appreciate like the respect that they deserve, anything. And I know if I hear someone talking about blue collar workers, a lot of the times it's not in a respectful light. It's in they must be poor. They're working with their hands. They don't like have that much respect. But Since joining a trade school, I've gained such a respect for any tradespeople. The work is much more difficult than I think anybody realizes. They're not poor. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, in my trade, a lot of people just think that, oh, you just wash cars there, you don't do anything that's actually helping people.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more than just washing cars. Yeah, it's a small part of it, but it's very small. We do it, but most of the time we're detailing cars, we're buffing them, we're doing so many other things to make it look pretty.
It just feels like a lot of people have absolutely no idea what these trades even do.
It's like they forget the skilled part is part of the skilled trades.
Yeah.
It's not just there for no reason. These are skilled, qualified people doing things that you need so many certifications for, so many years of expertise. And people aren't just realizing that.
And there's the stereotypes, like even within like trade, within my own school, you really gotta love what you do.
I feel like something that I would need is definitely a great support system with people that can understand what I'm trying to achieve in life and be able to be there to support me throughout the way no matter what, and to be able to help me get the resources that I might need in case of like something fails or something like that, and just still be there to support me and believe in me.
Yeah, especially someone to have in your darkest times when the trade or skill isn't working out.
I would say confidence. Confidence in myself, confidence that other people can help me, and that I can help them. Just to be able to know that I can do things is one of the biggest steps to me being able to actually do that. It all starts with a belief, for me at least personally, but I'm sure you guys can relate to that.
I think I truly just need other people. Support or not, I need that interaction. I feed off of it. It drives me. It's what I want. And my personal goal is to, have a family, be around people.